our topic is how to make entry, or you can say the introductory lecture on the data entry in SPSS, that is SPSS data statistics data editor. So when you open your SPSS file, you will see in the bottom, in the left side of the bottom, there are two boxes. One is data view and other is variable view. Means when you select data view, it will be highlighted or in yellow color. When you select on variable view, it will be in yellow color, and this variable view page will open. So firstly, suppose in your study you have used let's say four variables. What are your four variables? Like in my study, I have used my first variable is gender, so I will simply write gender here. Second variable that I have used is income, so I will write income here. Third variable, let's say stress, I will write stress here. Let's say fourth variable that I have used in my study, in my research, is satisfaction, so I will write satisfaction here. So these are the four variables on which I am performing my research, or I am conducting my study. Now this gender, what will be your gender, either male or female? So it will ask you whether it will be numeric or comma dot. So there will be so many options, but you are going to perform some quantitative analysis. It means that you are going to convert this gender into some numeric form. Okay, so you will automatically, means when you in SPSS you will always perform some quantitative analysis. So every time this type will be numeric, means gender, male and female. How will you make it how will you convert it in numeric form? We will discuss. Now this width actually represents the total number of digits. Decimal, up to what places you want. After decimal, how many numbers you want. Label actually represents this gender, like gender of employees of Xavier, of, let's say, of any company ABC. Okay, now values. In values you will put, like when you select here, let me cut this. Yes, in values, simply you will see here this box, you will click on this value. Let's say for gender you want to give value 1. What this value 1 represent? It represents the females, so you will write females or simply female, and you will add it. You will write 2. What this 2 represents? Male, so you will write add it, and simply you will click on OK. Okay, now what you did here, you have what you means in the values, this gender is converted in values. This gender is converted into two parts, that is male and female, and in the numeric form, 1 is representing female and 2 is representing the male. Okay, missing, not required, means missing data we will discuss in other lectures ki how will you handle missing data. Columns is not of your use. Alignment, simply if you want to have left alignment, right alignment or center alignment, not much of use. Measure actually represents the scaling. So here you will see nominal scale, ordinal scale and scale. This scale represents the combination of both interval scale and ratio scale. So since gender is your measured on nominal scale, so you will simply put nominal. Okay, role, ignore it. Second variable I have in my data set is, in my research, is income. So again income will be in numeric form, because I will perform some quantitative analysis. I need all the variables in numeric form. So income will be in numeric form. Width, you can increase or decrease the width also. Okay, now decimal, up to what places you want, you will simply put it 0. Label is actually representing, the label actually represents this variable, means like gender to gender of, what is this gender? To gender of employees of any company ABC. In the same manner income, so income, kiski income? So it will represent the income of employees of employees of your this company ABC. Company ABC. Okay. Now this values. Now what are the values you will convert it? Let's say 1 is representing and value is 1 you are giving, and 1 is representing below 10,000, that is 1. Between 10k to 20k is, sorry, you will put 2 here and label what 2 is representing. So it is representing between 10k to 20k. Add it, the value will give value 3. What does this value 3 represents? It represents you can say above 20k. You can add more also. You can make 3 like 20 to 40, 4 like 40 to 60, and 5 like above 60. So you can add accordingly as per the data you get, or how many classification do you want. So you will simply put OK. Now income is generally measured on, is in your income is measured on in interval or ratio scale. Simply it is a ratio scale, but here what you did, you have converted this 10,000 means all the respondents whose income is less than 10,000 are represented by 1. All the respondent whose income is less than means between 10,000 to 27,000 are represented by 2, and all the respondent whose income is above 20,000 is represented by 3. So it depends. So here what you did, you have converted your income into ordinal scale. Suppose if I say the respondent's income is 2, it means his or her income will be between this 10,000 to 20,000. In the same manner, his income is 3, it means that here if I say 3, it means you will consider that 3 means his income is above 20,000. So that is a categorization. So simply you will say here this income, initially it was in scale variable or ratio scale, but here I have converted it into categorization, so it will be representing a nominal scale. One more thing, suppose you don't want to make this classification, you don't want such classification, so nothing required, you will not put any value, simply 10,000, 15,000, 16,000. In that case you will simply put this scale variable as a variable is measured on in ratio scale. So from at that time you will select this scale variable. Third is my stress. So what is this stress? Stress of whom? Stress of whom? So you will say stress of employees of any company, employees of company ABC. Okay, that is my label. So when anybody open this SPSS file, he will get some idea like gender. Whose gender? तो gender of employees of any company ABC. Income, किसकी income? तो employees of. In the same way stress, किसके stress? तो employees of in company ABC. Stress values, there are nothing, any values we have to put. No missing column, not alignment, right, simply okay. Now stress is measured on which scale? It will totally depend on your it will be your choice, like how you are measuring stress. So in my case I am measuring my stress by some scale, and that scale is basically a interval scale, you can say at 1 to 10 point Likert scale. So I will be using this scale variable. Now fifth is satisfaction. In satisfaction okay, in satisfaction again it will be numeric width, you can increase or decrease accordingly, not matter much. Decimal places you can put 0 also, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's up to you. Now satisfaction is representing satisfaction of employees of company ABC with their salary structure. Let's say salary structure. Okay, that is representing the salary structure. So here you will be putting values like 1 is representing let's say highly dissatisfied, Okay, you will add 2 is representing simply, let's say, not satisfied, dissatisfied. Okay, add it. 3 is representing, let's say, I'm not satisfied, neither satisfied, neither not dissatisfied, so you will simply put neutral. Okay, now 4 is representing satisfied, and 5 is representing your let's say highly satisfied. So you will add it also, and you will simply put okay. Now again, this is an interval scale, and you will simply put scale here. Now go to your data view. So all the variable view you have entered, all the variables you have entered about the scale measurement, and you have also given the values, whatever values you want. Income you have already mentioned, and then stress, no scale, and then satisfaction. Now come to data view. Suppose this gender, income, stress, and satisfaction, you want to perform your study on these. Now you have collected your data on these numbers, this serial number 1 2 3 4 actually representing your respondent. So let's say my respondent number 1 is male. So by what number you are representing male? By 2. So 2 is representing my first respondent is male. Let's say I put income 2, it means that respondent number 1's income is between 10,000 to 20,000. Stress I am putting, let's say 6. Respondent number respondent number 1 has scored or given selected 0.6, so that is not much use. Satisfaction, let's say the respondent number 1 has given 0.5. 5 means he is highly satisfied. 2 is, let's say my second respondent is female, so I will put 1. Second respondent's income is above 20,000, so above 20,000 is represented by 3. Let's say stress, so stress, let's say he is highly in stress, so he will simply put 10. Satisfaction, let's say 1 means he is highly dissatisfied, so you will simply put the numbers in the same way, means whatever your respondents have given the number, you will put it here. Okay, one more thing we will discuss, like here, from here also you can import your data. Here also you can select your data. Let's say if I am selecting here on data, then you can import. Suppose you have made your analysis, or you have collected your data on the Google spreadsheet, so it will be in Excel. So how will you collect it? So you will simply go to import it, you will simply go to open, then go to data, and in data file you will get so many options here. Like here there are so many options, so here you want it to import it from Excel, so you will select on Excel. Actually I don't have any Excel data set, so suppose not in this Excel, let's say softwares like this. So you will select this, you will open a new yes, okay, let me share screen, let me share this new screen. Yes, so see this open. So that is all about your this SPSS, statistics data editor, or how will you make data entry. That is, thank you so much.